because I'm nothing if not, a kind of creative ideas person. Right, I'm going to start off with something reasonably contentious to this audience. Normally I present to these dull IT managers who sit there with their arms crossed, go, "Oh, we ain't going to do this in our organization." And you guys are a bit more enlightened. But I am going to start off with something reasonably contentious, I think, for you guys. And that is the idea that work is not play. I've heard a lot of talk about we've got to make work fun, blah, blah, blah. And it's all cool, I like that idea. But, work and fun are two different things. So in my world, when I'm coding, there are times I'm flying, I'm writing some great code, it's all going well, I'm thinking, ooh, isn't work fun? But there are some days when I'm stuck in a horrible problem and, things are going wrong, and work is definitely not fun then. Creating a fully functional piece of software is not all fun, in my view. And I have some other issues with the idea of making work fun, because sure, there are some jobs, some careers, where it's all fun, it's all good. Like say your job was to review bands. I love music, I love listening to bands and stuff. And if that was my job, I'd say, let's make work fun. Everyone have a job like mine. But, there are some jobs which are important, really important, but they're not fun. Let's pluck geriatric nurse, from the ether. Being a geriatric nurse is really important. They're going to be looking after your grandparents. They're going to be looking after your parents. One day they're going to be looking after you. Some parts of that job might be fun, sitting down with them, talking about the old days, blah, blah, blah. But, when you have to deal with their failing bodily functions and all the rest of it, that's not fun. So for me, the answer to amazingness at work is in part fun, but fun's not the whole story. You want that geriatric nurse to be really dedicated and really applied in the way they're looking after your grandparents or parents. It's not enough to say, for them, the work has got to be fun, because when, as I say, they come to dealing with their bodily functions, they go, ooh, I'm not doing that, it's not fun, it's going to be bad for your relatives. And there's another issue. There's something kind of implied in this discourse about making work fun. And that is, yeah, we've got all these fun, shiny jobs which we can do, woohoo, isn't that great? But there's an awareness that there's a level underneath that which isn't fun. And then what do you do to those people who have to do the kind of boring kind of stuff underneath to enable the fun, shiny stuff? You create a kind of Untermensch, a kind of underclass who do the not fun. So you do not fun, we'll do fun. And that is, obviously, as everyone would agree, that whole idea is kind of unpleasant.